formerly the editor-in-chief of Psychology Today, did a survey of Google search results and found that it was skewed so much towards Democrat and against Republican that it resulted in a shift of points in the presidential election.
I find that highly doubtful, and I know there have been other research. There has been other research done that suggests that the tilt isn't quite as partisan as that.
Okay.
It's a difficult thing to study and come up with definitive results either way. But in any event,
but would you agree that Google does censor based on their partisan philosophies?
No.
No. How about Facebook or YouTube?
Well, each of the social media platforms has their own terms of service, and very difficult to implement, very difficult to keep done in a uniform way. However imperfect they are, the idea of having some kind of government oversight of moderation decisions is even worse. And so efforts to pass laws to regulate how private companies would moderate their choices on social media platforms are really recipes for disaster.
Having the government decide.
Yes.
Well, yeah. It used to be if we had the government set the rules, we were concerned, but now it seems like Democrat Party members, people who consider themselves Democrat or liberals, they have the moral responsibility to censor things that they feel are not in party.
Well, as a matter of fact, you'll find that on both sides of the political aisle. I find that it really is just the impulse toward authoritarianism that you find regardless of the political valence of
authoritarianism.
Yeah, exactly.
What's happening in our society, sociologically, with this authoritarianism?
That's a really big question, and I'm not qualified to answer what's going on in our society from a psychological standpoint. But what I can say is that people in positions of political power want to leverage that power to the greatest degree that they can. It's one of the reasons I practice First Amendment law, to serve as a limit on the ability of people in authoritarian positions to be able to impose their views upon what people can read or think or see or say. And so that's essentially how I devote my career. One of the things I talk about in my book is how this comes from both sides of the political aisle, and that that's not the predictor of whether or not someone's going to be a censor, what political perspective they come from. Whenever they're convinced that either their ideas are so great they should be promoted, or other ideas are so dangerous they should be suppressed, they'll try and use whatever tools are available. And so it is necessary in a system governed by the rule of law that our protections for free expression remain neutral and remain robust.
Would you hold the book up?
Sure.
Get a picture for a thumbnail?
Like a box of cereal?
Okay.